Hi, it's Abby.
And Shantel, and welcome to All About Now.
Hi, I'm Abby. I'm the social marketing manager here at All About Now Photography. I do the Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, and I make and produce all the videos. Today we're here with Shantel.
Hi, I'm Shantel. I'm the operational manager at All About Now Photography. I'm a photographer, as well as I handle all of the back end things that we do every day.
How long have you worked here?
I've been here for probably a little bit over a year.
Okay. How did you get started in photography?
Well, it started getting my first camera. I think it was like a Fujifilm.
Okay.
And I was very excited. I took that camera everywhere with me. I took so many pictures of myself for absolutely no reason. And then at some point, I discovered that you could take close up pictures that came out really clear. And from then, I was just in love, taking pictures of people's faces, their eyes, just anything that could be a little bit more artsy
Mhm.
was my thing.
Okay, so is that when you decided you kind of wanted to make this your career?
I decided it was definitely going to be my longtime hobby for sure. As far as making it my career, I only decided to make it my career probably about 4 years ago when I saw another friend of mine taking amazing photos of families and just having the most beautiful sessions. And that's when I was like, I think I want to do this like long term.
Did you work as a freelancer then?
I did do a little bit of freelancing, mostly just for family and friends.
Mhm.
Um, but now that I'm working with All About Now Photography, I have the opportunity to learn so much more, and that's the great part.
Would you say that it's like helped you grow as a photographer?
Most definitely, it has, just because we do a lot of different things that you wouldn't think to do if you were just a family photographer.
Mhm.
There's a lot of testing out different lighting and different backgrounds, different accessories, I guess you can call
Mhm.
them, whether that be like we've done like star filters where we change how the lights look, and also added smoke, added cold sparks. Never knew what cold sparks were until I came here,
Mhm.
and they are entertaining. So yeah, you learn a lot.
That makes sense. I always thought that, like, because it's a specific genre of photography, like sports photography, that it would limit you. But from your experience and like the other experiences from the photographers, it really sounds like it's able to just give you a better perspective and you can apply it to your own work, like separately.
Yeah, most definitely. It gives you the opportunity just to learn some more things that you could be like, I know how to tweak that
Hmm.
to make it work for me. And if you don't, Armand is great at helping you and explaining things to you. That's why I'm like, this YouTube channel is top notch.
um, how does your style like differ from like work and personal? Like, do you still take photos on the side, like for your own?
I will do some photography for my own. I tend to go a little bit more warm, so I would have to do all my things on my own.
Hmm.
Unlike here, I don't have a separate editor.
Hmm.
So all my things are done for myself. And it's usually, I like a lot of nature. And when I do families, I like to do it more warm. Um, or if it's like winter, then I'll go softer. I kind of like to play with my editing style just to see what that person may like, take their perspective into account, and then we just work from there.
Hmm. How when did you decide to make the switch from freelancer to working for a company?
It was more so needing to get out of the house
Mhm.
and wanting to do something that I was going to be more busy and give me an experience that I don't currently have. So taking the job at All About Now has been fantastic because it's allowed me to go to graduations. It's allowed me to do sports photography. It's allowed me to go into schools to do yearbook photography. And it's just allowed me to see different forms as well as make it so that I can think about exactly what niche I would want to go into or if I like doing everything.
Mhm. That makes sense. It like offers you a variety that you may not have gotten as a freelancer.
Yeah.
Um with both like freelancing and obviously your job, you do a lot of everything here, basically. You're like the backbone for the company. How does marketing and sales work?
So, marketing and sales is a lot of emailing and a lot of cold calling. We also I'll try to go out to places if I'm like, I called you and I emailed you and I didn't get anything. I might pop up on you.
Hmm.
Might just be like, hey, any chance you need our services? Let me show you what amazing work we've done for so many other teams and let's get you on our schedule. So, it's often you send a email, you send another email, make a phone call, make another phone call, and then if you have the time and space, you head out there and you start knocking on some doors.
Is that how you get like your leads for contacts?
For leads for contacts, it's always a lot of Googling, trying to find out what teams are in our area, what teams, looking at their Instagram or any of their social medias, seeing what their photos look like, and then taking all that information, compiling it into an email to let their coach know, like, hey, I saw your photos from last year. Didn't look so great, but here's what we can do for you. So would you like to try us out?
How do you do that in a way that it's not like stepping on like the other competition's like toes in like an offensive way?
It's usually just looking for what we can do for them, opposed to being like, this person's work wasn't up to par.
Hmm.
Because every photographer is going to have their own style. And it's not to say that that style is incorrect or not good. It's just what they want to do and what they've chosen to do. Just we can provide something different. And I try to highlight that part of we can give them a different new experience that they haven't had before.
Hmm. What, so say like goes well, you get an email back, they decide to book something. What happens then after they've booked?
After they've booked, we put it on our calendar. I get everybody scheduled on there, and I will usually go through exactly what they're looking for, whether that be something simple where it's just a background with some smoke and a color, or if they're looking for something that's more like a media day where they're wanting a large setup with hex lights and smoke, and they want cold sparks and they want other things added onto that. That's when I sort all of that out. And then I prep the gear, I'll help prep gear, and we pack up everything, head out there, and we do our photo shoot.
What about after the photo shoot? Like, do you handle any of like the sales and marketing to like get them to buy stuff?
So after the photo shoot, I will usually contact whomever I spoke with, the coach, if that's it. Um, and I will ask them, hey, do you need any banners or anything for your team's, promotion? Do you need us to create anything for you? And that's usually where any extra sales will be made. So large team banners or graphic designed banners if they are looking for something specific. For example, if they needed to put sponsors on because they wanted to make flyers for all their sponsors, we also offer that. And anything else that they can think of, we can figure out a way to get it for them.
It sounds like you have to do like a little bit of everything. And like, what would you say is like your favorite part of your job?
My favorite part is honestly taking photos.
Yeah.
That's honestly the best part of it. While I don't mind being behind my computer and doing all of the extra back work, answering emails and phone calls and things of that sort, getting bookings, um, I do really enjoy being outside, taking photos, getting to interact with people, making jokes, just getting their spirits up whilst we take these photos and showing them like how amazing they look.
Hmm. That's what I really love about photography is that you're in a special like environment where you have the ability to just like boost someone's confidence and just show them
Yeah,
exactly who they are, and it's really really refreshing. It's like such a privilege to be able to do
it
that.
really is. It makes me feel so fantastic, especially when they're like, oh my gosh, I look great. And I'm like, exactly. Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so happy you see it.
Yeah, it's just it's really great what you guys do. And like I just love watching the end results and like seeing the pictures and like going out on shoots with you guys and like you see like that little like clip of what the picture you just took on the camera is.
Hmm.
It's so so special. What would you say is like biggest thing for advice with someone who is a freelancer and maybe wants to go into like a company to work with?
My biggest advice would be find someone who has done what you're trying to do or is in a position to advise you.
Mm-hmm.
It's it's really easy to get taken up by, I need to have this website and I have to buy this gear and I have to do this and I have to do that. Meanwhile, all you really need to do is know your audience and target your audience. That's all you really got to do.
Mm-hmm.
Working with a larger company is also very helpful because it does give you a little bit more information. It does give you a little bit more background on knowing what people are looking for and what people may complain about or what people may ask of a photography company. Just do your research, but also be open to hearing what other people have to say.
That makes sense because I feel like as a freelancer, it's so hard because it's just you.
Yeah.
Like, you, in a company, you're able to have like a whole team that's able to help you with research and reaching out and doing cold calls instead of just like marketing on, say, like an Instagram and just really having to struggle and fight for every client. But having a team to help you makes it so much easier and so
Yeah.
much more like less stressful when it's already stressful because it's your job.
This is very true. Trying to find clients when you're a freelancer can be really, really hard.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, you just have to put yourself out there. I know for myself personally, I get really nervous when I have to be like, this is my work. Would anyone like it?
Mm-hmm.
But you have to do it if you want to move forward. You've got to take the chance and be like, hey, this is what I do. Would you like to do it? And if they say no, nothing has changed for you. And if they say yes, then hey, you're getting money in your pocket.
Yeah. And I feel like this is like one of the careers that are so, so hard to do on your own and like make an actual like sustainable living. So it really does help to have like a team behind that is able to
Yeah.
help you. Do you have any other advice for photographers that may watch this?
For photographers that are going to watch this, I would suggest that you stop worrying about what camera you have to buy because the one you have is probably perfect and works perfectly fine. Invest in going to different places where you'd be allowed to take pictures where no one is going to bother you about it. And start off that way. Simply saying, hey, may I take a photo of you? Taking that picture, saying, hey, is it okay if I post it on my Instagram? Posting it on your Instagram, and then making sure they follow you. This way you get some traction on your Instagram, and in the future, they might look to book you.
That makes a lot of sense. That sounds really helpful. That's all we have for today. But if you have any questions for me or Chantel, drop a comment down below. Head over to our Instagram to check out our portfolio and have a great day.
Have a great day.